Yep, I'm totally sure. We're good now, and it's recording. I see the waveform moving as I look at it.
Okay.
Which indicates it's time. So here we go. It begins in 3, 2, 1.
I'm sorry, we have a new sound system, so of course it doesn't work. Not as bad as a computer upgrade, but similar.
This is the morning stream asking, do dogs have brains? Because I really want to know.
Welcome, everybody, to TMS. It is the morning stream for November 25th, 2020, day before Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Yeah. We got... So Brian over there is Brian Ibbett. I'm Scott Johnson.
Hi.
Yeah.
Does anybody else hear a little bit of Billy Bob Thornton in that guy?
This guy?
The sound
I'm sorry, we have a new sound system.
A little bit. It also sounds
like an older Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, like a yelling. Okay, so it's like Billy Bob Thornton and Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows mixed somehow.
Colin Robinson, totally,
Yeah.
yes.
Can you hear that?
I'm sorry, we have a new sound system.
There's something about that. I love him so much, you guys.
I do too. There is,
Gosh,
you know what?
dang.
That is like the perfect ensemble cast. There's not a weak link in that chain.
Everything about it should fail. It shouldn't be good. It shouldn't be as funny as the movie. It shouldn't be able to pull off what it does. And yet somehow it's amazing.
Yeah.
FX does this. They do this. They come in and they go, you know what? How about an old movie that now we're going to make a series about and it'll be rad. And I go,
we're gonna we're not going to get any of the original actors from the movie except in maybe a little tiny cameo.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, and still have it work. Fargo, same thing. It's like, hey, what if we took this amazing film, one of the Coen brothers' greats, and made a series out of it? And I went, oh no, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. You made it better. It's all better.
Yep. Fargo, last episode, November 29th. Oh, that's 4 days from now? Yep, we can start watching that.
Yeah, you can get in now. You're good.
We're in the middle. We started something else, but we'll have that finished by the weekend.
Yeah.
Not the performer.
Oh, not the singer of the weekend.
The actual calendar date, the weekend.
Speaking of which, I'm of the opinion that the weekend, the singer, the performer,
Yeah.
is exponentially better when he works with Daft Punk than he is when he's not working with them. So,
I would say better. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say exponentially better. I think he's great. I actually really, really like his stuff, both with and without Daft Punk. I like Starboy better than anything else, though.
Yeah.
And that's his collab.
He's a mother
as
effing
the
Starboy,
kids
as he
say.
says. Yeah, the collab. Yeah. But they should just collab forever with everyone because all things are better with Daft Punk in them.
True.
In my
Giorgio Moroder elevated with Daft Punk.
That's right. So Daft Punk also
Pharrell Williams elevated with Daft Punk.
Exactly. Maybe make a new album though of your own. Maybe get in there and
a new Daft Punk album.
Yeah, we've been up all night to get lucky for years now.
It's true. Yeah, it's a good point. We haven't had a random access memory 4 years ago.
Not more than that even, wasn't it? Let's see.
It is.
Random
It's been a while.
Release date.
The punky daftness.
Okay, that came out 2003. I'm sorry, 2013.
Oh God. Okay. All right. So 7 years ago that thing came out.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, it's time.
Damn it.
We're well past
it's
time.
time.
Quit collabing.
It's time.
Yeah, get in the studio, knock it off, you two.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All
right.
I just want to give a quick review / recommendation. I've had enough time with it to make a somewhat educated, determined statement. And that is that I believe the Microsoft Series X console, and to a somewhat lesser extent, but pretty close, Series S, is a mind-blowing piece of hardware and is killer, and I really freaking like it, like a lot. And bundled with Game Pass, which means you have access to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of games on day one, old, new, and everything in between, for a very low price. That makes it even more valuable, and I cannot say this enough. I was playing on a TV last night Gears 5. Now, Gears 5 came out last year, but there's a version of it now that's like enhanced for X and S consoles. So originally for the PC and for Xbox, this version for the new console. My gosh, I seriously don't think I've seen better visuals. I don't think I've seen a better. It's an Unreal Engine game.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen an Unreal Engine game that looks this good. Maybe ever. And I know there's plenty coming, and we're going to see all sorts of mind-blowing stuff on both platforms this year. Or maybe not this year, but this generation, sure. But just to kind of kick it off, it's easy to dismiss it and go, oh, that game came out a year ago. That's not new. It looks amazing.
That's cool. All right. I'm all over it.
Mind blown. And running at full 120 hertz, 60 frames per second or higher. Beautiful, just gorgeous, amazing, beautiful. It's really cool. And by the way, if you like the Tetris, you just go and if you got Game Pass, you just go download the new it was a VR game originally. Tetris Effect. Tetris Effect. But this has got 2-player in it, and it's just there to play. Just get it. You just go play it.
That's cool. So, that's a game that it's nice in 3D, but it's not like it adds to the gameplay at all. It's really just like a cool little, hey, let's put on the Oculus and play some Tetris, and maybe after that some Snake.
Yeah, it's a cool like it's absolutely a trippy experience with VR. Yeah. I've done it. It's great. But I actually rather play it just to kind of I want to focus on the Tetris more and less on the oh my gosh, totally. I'm having a dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
So
I never even looked to see if Tetris Effect if they have a mobile version.
I don't think so.
That'd be plenty for me. I don't, hey,
I don't think so. My guess is they don't have it because on-screen screen controls are weird.
Make more money. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but also Tetris games are notoriously shitty to control on phones. It's not a great experience.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So totally I don't know that would work well. Although, I mean, there are other Tetris games on there.
You can use your controller.
Yeah, you can sync your controller. Yeah, exactly.
There's
that game would play great if, like, as an Apple Arcade experience or something, or even just as a download. You're right. It would look amazing, but I'm not sure how it would play. But anyway, it's really fun. It's got 2-player. I recommend it. And what else? Oh, Forza Horizon 4. Again, not a brand new game, but enhanced for the new consoles. Holy crap.
Every time you do this, you remind me to go to Amazon and see if PS5s are in stock yet. And they're not.
That's great. Me talking up an Xbox gets Brian to go buy a PS5. That's amazing.
I'm in the. Listen, I've had 2 Xboxes, and I just play the PS more, and I'm entrenched in that world. I bought all my digital games on the PS that I want to transfer up to the 5 when I get them. So.
I like that you call it the PS. I like that.
The PS.
Yeah.
Well,
the PS. Yeah. It's hip. It's a hip way of doing it.
The PS5.
The Postscript 5. Anyway.
PPS. Amazon's still out.
Yeah, everyone is. Of both. You're screwed if you want one right now.
Yeah, so if you want a game system, welcome to 2021.
Yep.
The year that is not a dumpster fire.
That's right. You're probably going to look at, I don't know. There may be. You might get lucky.
Maybe in December.
Yeah.
Maybe. Plus, I have my little spiders all out in the world. I'm Varys with the castration Varys with my little spiders all out in the world, looking for a PS5 for me and let me know if someone comes in.
That's great. Does he have no wiener? Is like he doesn't have a wiener, right? That's his whole thing.
He doesn't have a wiener. Yeah.
That's why.
Why do you think he wants a PS5?
That's what I always assumed from those Game of Thrones.
Got nothing else to do with his hands.
those Game of Thrones movie or the show and the books always basically. I always thought the takeaway was Varys is good at what he does because he's not distracted by his man wiener.
Yeah, it is the Costanza, right? Like remember when George Costanza was celibate? And all of a sudden, he was brilliant. Like he,
I forgot. Yeah. Same idea, right? He all of a sudden got really
same
smart.
idea, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's always a good lesson to be learned.
All the blood is now back in your head.
You're making me want to watch Seinfeld. I may do that later. All right.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, you know what I just did, Scott?
What'd you do?
Not half an hour ago, I had my hands fully covered with raw ass turkey guts and blood and all that stuff.
Oh, you started early. That's great. Well, I guess everyone starts on Wednesday, right? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you got to start early. And the way I'm doing things, I am sous-viding the turkey this year, which means instead of throwing the whole thing, it's that going to be a distraction for you? I'm just going to ask you right
You keep
now.
going. Camera's on
I
you.
can watch you like when you kind of disappear.
Keep going. Keep talking.
All right. So instead of baking a turkey this year, I am sous videing it. So basically, I'm taking the entire bird, cutting off the legs, the thighs, the legs, the breasts, putting the rest of it, the carcass, into a stock pot and boiling it down for a gravy base. That's going on right now. That's in the oven in a covered cast iron pot, going for 250 degrees for the next 8 hours, turning into a stock.
Is this new, or are you always the turkey guy every year? Do you do it every year?
No, this is new. Tina's usually the turkey handler.
Gosh. I'm
Like,
impressed.
she usually does the turkey.
I'm super impressed,
But-
and you
so-
sounds like you know what you're doing, which is good.
Well, I didn't though, Scott, and so to be able to do this, you have to cook the legs and the breasts separately, because if you cook them for the same temperature and time, the breasts will get tough. The legs will be great, but the breasts will get tough because it's a higher temperature.
Sure.
So you have to separate them, and to separate them, it means you got to take that turkey out of the refrigerator, unwrap it, pull the bag of guts out of it, and butcher the crap out of it. And I learned how to do that thanks to this dude on Chef Steps.
Wow.
The
I want to
self-proclaimed
play this.
bird nerd.
Can I play this?
You got to play this guy.
All
Please
right.
do.
I'm going to play this video. So this is on chefsteps.com. Yeah.
Or .com, chefsteps.com.
All right, here we go.
Realsteps.org.
It says a better way to turkey. Cook that bird sous vide for the best feast ever, it says. All right, let's play it.
Yeah.
See what he says here.
If you're fantasizing about a perfect Norman Rockwell turkey on your table this Thanksgiving, look away. This video is for people who want a better turkey, an easier way to get it, and it's going to turn out great every time. If that's what you're into, stay tuned.
Now,
right, so
does that guy look like he's wearing a Groucho Marx glasses?
Oh,
like
everything
the nose,
about
the
his
mustache.
everything about his visage says to me, guy in a coffee shop trying
Right.
to reboot his Mac and get his
This
his
guy
latte.
makes the best avocado toast ever.
Oh, wow. Yeah, look at this dude. He's into it. You know what? I'm super intrigued. So you're doing this then?
I used to use Macintosh, but now I use Ubuntu because it's faster and it does everything I want.
It's open source. It's easier on the seals. They don't die as much.
But his whole delivery just cracks me up. What you want to do is you want to take the bird and you want to flip it over. And you're going to cut the bird,
Yeah.
separating all that juicy fat.
That's what he says.
That way, when the herbs get soft, when they cook, when I go to sear them in the end, just for another couple minutes, I don't have herbs burning on the skin.
Nobody wants herbs burning on the skin.
Don't want herbs burning on the skin.
Yeah.
Did you look at that? How good does that look? That video, man.
Oh, it looks insane, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's everything I want. Like what you're showing me here. See, here's the deal. This year, Dylan is going to do the turkey.
Oh.
And he's got us a new smoker, and he wants to smoke the turkey.
Oh, yeah. See, Dave did the smoked turkey for us a couple years ago, and it was spectacular.
Yeah, so if he gets it right, it's going to be amazing. But I can tell he is really nervous because it's the first time he's ever done this. Mm-hmm. And since
Dude,
he's in it,
I get it. I completely... I get how he's feeling because I'm nervous too. If I screw this up,
yeah,
it's not like we could say, all right, well, let's just go get another one. Let's just pop over and get a cooked turkey and we'll just bring it home. 'Cause
right,
the stores are closed. You can't cook a turkey fast enough to actually do it.
right.
So,
And it's such a it's a weird year, so you got a little extra pressure on you to get it right. You know, you don't want to screw that up. And I feel for you. I wouldn't. Well, okay. First of all, I'm impressed because there's no way I could do this. There's no way. No way. I would F it up. Everybody would hate me. We'd have bad turkey. There's no way.
I don't know. He has a whole video on how to butcher the bird. And so I had Tina there because my hands were covered with E. coli. So I had her pushing the pause button and like, all right, we cut this part. All right, we pull this part away and then we cut this. And then, all right, good. Now hit play, Tina. And he's like, all right, you're going to take your knife. Then you're going to go down the spine of the bird. You're going to find that keel bone. You're going to go to either side of the keel bone and you're going to cut. And so there's, okay, Tina, pause. And so, okay, here's the keel bone. All right, I'm going to cut. All right, separating this. All right, great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm excited. You're gonna have to I don't know. Are you going to chronicle this online or anything?
I should. I really should chronicle. I should have chronicled the butchering first.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Set up
I'll
a
pick
camera.
it up. I'll pick it up from the butchering and chronicle the whole thing.
All right. Well, very nice. Our
Todd
total.
Cochran.
Yeah, Todd Cochran.
A little bit, a little bit.
A little bit of Todd Cochran in
This
there.
bird is so gay. I could call this labor of love, but it's not.
Maybe not this year.
I do really like this guy, and after 5 minutes of listening to him, it's like I just want to listen to him teach me how to make anything.
Oh yeah, I want to. Honestly, I liked what I saw just now. So
Yeah.
we thank him, and now he says to us,
Take care. Good night. Thank you.
"Okay, you're welcome." So what I was going to tell you was, that's great, and you have to let us know how it goes. What was I going to say? Oh, as far as Thanksgiving this year, so we've got the. I said yesterday STP, but I spelled it wrong. It's actually SSP. Same 7 people. So it's me, Kim, Carter, which is one household. Taylor, Dylan, the baby. That's the other household.
Mm-hmm.
We see them all the time. A and B, we're the only people they see. So we're all good with them in terms of that combination. The only outlier right now is Nick, and the reason he's an outlier is because he works in retail and works at Red Wing. They take really good care of him, and they're very careful. In fact, check this out. So he a couple days ago found out that his girlfriend's sister may have come in contact with someone who is infected. She doesn't even live with that sister. She's on her own in her own apartment, Nick's girlfriend. Okay. And so as far as they know, no contact of any sort has happened during any time that this person's been infected. But because that person's positive, Nick's work has this rule where they're like, all right, you're not working today, go home, get tested tomorrow, get your results, and then come back. If not, 2 weeks, you got to do the 2 week thing.
Yeah.
So yesterday he got up the nose again, and today he gets his results. That will determine whether or not Nick is the 7th person. If not, it's 6 this year.
It'll still be SSP. It'll still be same 6 people.
Same 6 people,
and,
exactly.
And Nick will just have to drive to the front of the house, pick up a Tupperware container full of turkey, mashed potatoes, and stuffing.
Yeah, Kim has plans to do that very thing. She's gonna if it comes to that. We don't want it to come to that, but we're also very careful, and we're trying to be careful. So that's
what my mom is doing. She's doing a drive-by. We're preparing because she lives alone. Yeah. She's not going to cook a whole turkey for herself, so we're going to make a plate for her. A Tupperware plate. She's gonna drive by and do the drive-by and pick it up.
And here's the other thing. This is compared to the normal SSP at our house, which is the same 60 people.
Yeah, right, sure.
So just to give people a comparison, we're normally like to the rafters with people every year, including
I don't doubt that. I imagine Kim sees somebody at the grocery store who's like, "Oh, are you going to be hanging out with your family?" "No." "Oh, well, come over to our house. We're having turkey. You're coming."
Right. You just invite people, and it's like, "Oh, he isn't going anywhere. Oh, that's right. His parents live back east. Come on over." Blah.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, you would just keep adding to it. So
we're having Tristan, Kay, and their roommate Jeremy over because they have nobody. So
yeah, they
have us.
Yeah, they have you.
And they've been really careful. I mean, they both work retail as well, but they've been. They get tested kind of regularly. They actually even had a test last week, and they're all good. So
that's a good time to have it because a week ahead. Well, it depends on your exposure, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on what you do between the test, and now. But
but it is a bummer because my sister and all her family. We're doing a Zoom thing though. Yeah, whatever.
Are you? Oh,
but my sister and all her family that live here, we usually have a huge to do with them. We're not seeing them at all, and they don't live very far. They live maybe, I don't know, 8 minutes up the road. My mom lives 30 minutes south, but we're not going to see her. Especially because she lives in Orem, and Orem is a freaking, I don't get no virus. I'm just going to go outside and take a dump. Like, they just don't care. This will be no surprise at all, but Castle Rock, which is halfway between Denver and Colorado Springs, there's a statewide mandate right now that restaurants can't have any indoor dining. All has to be outdoor delivery and pickup. And then other things, movie theaters closed, blah, blah, blah. Right.
Castle Rock has said, yeah, we're not going to do it. Restaurants, feel free to have indoor dining. Like the city has agreed.
Wow.
to ignore the mandates. So it's like, okay, well, I guess we're not going down to that hot zone anytime soon.
Yeah, don't get it'll be a bit of a vector point for a couple of weeks. I would avoid Castle Rock unless Stephen King's there going. I
think a different Castle Rock, but more or less, yes, exactly.
That's awesome. Anyway,
it never should have gotten its little feet intertwined with politics.
No,
the coronavirus.
Yeah,
but that's a Tuesday comment, not a Wednesday comment.
Yeah, we're here to talk about all the fun things on Wednesday, including the following thing, which I'm slow to do here. Okay, there we go. I'm adding Brian Dunaway to the call, and I'm asking you, dear listeners, to call 801-471-0462 to participate in the following good time. That's right. Pull up a chair and hang out with us while we play Babble Royale. Babble Royale is a little game we play. Brian's in charge of it, and it's like a little trivia time, and people can win prizes. And we always are joined by our good friend, Brian Dunaway from South Carolina. Hello, Brian.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah,
sure
we
can.
can hear you. You sound great.
Excellent.
Yeah, you sound great. What are you on? What mic is that? You sound great.
I'm on my MXL mic at home.
You at home?
On my new computer. So I wasn't. Hello, new computer. Who dis?
Yeah, who did? You sound great for real. Like that's a upgrade from where you were last time.
Before I was using my laptop with a USB sound card, so this should be an improvement.
Oh yeah, warm and toasty. Your voice now.
Warm and toasty.
Yeah,
Am I
like
too
it.
quiet? Too loud? Can
No,
I
it's
adjust
all right.
anything? Okay, good.
Dead-
Then let's go.
Dead perfect. I'm not used to this sort of thing. It's freaking me out. All right.
It's freaking me out.
Let's find out who we have holding on the line now and who will play with us today. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Amy Robinson, Red Fraggle in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
Amy.
I love Amy. I swear this is crazy, but we've known each other since like 05, 06, something like that. Long time. One of the
Somewhere
most
in there. I've never met you, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. It's so weird. We've known each other
but
for
I'm
that
one
long.
up on you.
Yeah, you've met
That's
her.
right.
I've never met her.
Ah.
So we'll have to fix that when all this crap goes away.
Maybe you should come to Dragon Con once in a while there, Scott.
Exactly.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Okay, I see. Well, anyway, I'm happy it's you because we think you're great, and we're going to play this game for you then. Brian, do you want to explain to Amy how it works and what she could win?
I will absolutely do that. Amy, I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian a topic. They're going to go back and forth giving me answers that fit that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, they take too long to come up with the answer, the one is going to go to the other player. Your job is to predict who's going to come out on top based on today's topic. Today, you are playing for some really fun games to brighten up your whole Thanksgiving weekend. Resident Evil Revelations and the sequel, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Episode 1, Penal Colony.
Ah, penal.
What
I
kind
like
of
that.
colony?
Penal.
It's a penal colony.
Penal.
Sweet.
Yeah, do you like that word? Penile is how I say it. Penile
Penal
colony.
colony.
Yeah, very nice.
Have you played any of the Resident Evil games, Amy?
I have not. I will probably give that one to my 16-year-old son because I would be able to make a mashup of me screaming that would rival what.
Oh man, really? So okay, well that's a good idea. And then the deal is you have to sit and watch it with him though.
And
That's
watch
the
for
rule.
as long as you can. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
If you can work that out, that'd be perfect. Well, all right. Well, Brian, that sounds like a decent prize package to me. How do we win it? What are we doing?
Well, I'm going to tell you. Here's this one comes to us from John Brown. Now, John Brown,
I'll be John Brown.
if that is your real name. First Babble Royale he sent in was in honor of Keanovember, which I never knew that was a thing, but Keanovember.
Never heard of it.
He said Keanu has been in a band in the 90s called Doghouse, which produced 3 albums. How many songs can you guys name from their 3 albums?
Wow.
I wish I was kidding, but he
Please, more information.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have even been able to name one song by Doghouse, let alone, 32 songs or however many that they released. However, his
Are
second
they
recommendation.
guessable? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to take a guess? See if you get one.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
One of them's got to be called Keanu, right?
It's called Whoa.
how can you not?
Right? That song. Whoa.
There's no Whoa and there's no Keanu songs.
Is there
No
any,
Bill and Ted.
I was thinking you might get Goodbye or Hello or Halo. I
How
guess
about
it's Halo, not Hello.
Be excellent to each other? No.
I don't know. I
There you
don't
go.
know.
Okay.
Sadly, no. Honestly, anyway, is another one. Corner store, slipping ground. Anyway.
Never heard of any of those.
Yeah, no, that's a big negatory on that one. However, his second recommendation, I really like. Now, really easy for you guys to name Keanu Reeves movies. That's a piece of cake. Really easy, and we're not going to do that.
Okay.
But we are going to ask you to name Keanu Reeves characters.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will put the mulligan in play here. Actually, will I do the mulligan?
I
Because
don't
you're either going to know it or you're not.
Well, we
There's
still
really
have
almost no point.
we have the permanent mulligan rule anyway.
You have the permanent initial mulligan, so your first guess is always a mulligan if you get it wrong.
I think that's okay. Let's just do
But
that.
that'll be enough. We'll just do that one.
Yeah.
So, naming Keanu Reeves characters
Okay.
from movies.
All right.
All right.
I'm down.
Amy, now that you know what they're going to have to do, who do you want to go first, and who do you think is going to win?
Oh wow. Scott's always with the names. He's difficult with the names, but you know, I've guessed Brian the last couple of times, and so it's time for Scott's due, I think. So I'm going to pick Scott to win, and Brian to first.
All right. So Brian starts. I win. I like those
Brian
odds.
starts, Scott to win. Okay.
Whoa.
Brian starts will be excellent to one another. Ted.
Ted, very good. Ted
name?
Theodore Logan. Good on you for remembering which one was Bill and which one was Ted.
Oh, well, he doesn't look like a Bill, so I mean that's
Oh,
obvious.
really? Okay. It's true. I guess he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Yes, Ted Theodore Logan, and that wipes out those four.
But
three
you know, you
movies
say
right
that,
there.
and now I'm forgetting whose mom was hot. I think Ted's mom was hot, right?
I don't know.
Missy? Are you talking about Missy?
Yeah. Wasn't it Ted's mom?
It was Ted's mom, and then it was Bill's mom, and now it's somebody else's mom.
That's right.
In the third movie, she
Oh,
she moves around.
Still haven't seen that third one. What's wrong with me?
I haven't either.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh,
Jeez.
man, what's the matter
I
with you?
would have thought Dunaway had seen it like multiple times by now. All right.
I've got stuff to do.
Let's do
Like wait for FedEx.
Yeah, wait for FedEx. Let's just get Neo out of the way. Neo.
Oh, that's
Get
a good
Neo
one.
out of the way. Yeah.
That was
Okay.
that was one I had in my head too.
4 movies, 5 if you count the upcoming Matrix for Neo, Matrix Reloaded, Revolutions, Animatrix, and of course the original, The Matrix.
Oh, that's right.
I went as this guy last year. His name is John Wick.
John Wick. Yep, you know why you know that? It's because it's the name of the movie too. John Wick.
Yeah, easy pleasy.
Mm-hmm.
3 John Wick movies. Parabellum being the third. I'm looking to see if there's a fourth.
You know, I've only seen a part of that so far. I started watching it, and I was watching it with someone who was not interested. And she said, "I'm out," and I said, "Okay, I'll put it on pause. I'll watch it later."
Wow, really? Oh yeah, that makes
If you're not into those, you're not into
difference.
those. You know, like there's no way around it.
Tina keeps reminding me that if she could have, she would have walked out of Mad Max Fury Road in the theater.
Tina.
She disliked it that much.
Tina, we're gonna have to reassess our long distance relationship that we have. All right, let's go with let's do what's wrong with my
I'm
brain?
getting stuck in a
you know
rut,
what? He's
and I
not
only
the
can think of
first-
certain things.
He's not the first John. It's not the first time he played a John
There you
in
go.
John Wick.
I
So
guess
let's
if I
do,
keep going, I'm like, I know a couple of Johns. Or am I getting
yeah.
confused?
So let's do Johnny Mnemonic. Let's do that.
Johnny Mnemonic, another
There
good
you
one
go.
because it's in the title.
Yeah.
Yes, Johnny Mnemonic, 1995.
1995. How about old Johnny Utah?
Johnny Utah, two,
Duh.
make that 2 cheesesteaks. Johnny Utah. Yep, absolutely. Point Break from 1991 featured Keanu as Johnny Utah.
I can only think of John names now. Oh my God! Hold on a
think-
second. I gotta get John in my head so I can get back to where
I think
it was
there's
at.
one, I think there's one more. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
played
there is.
Constantine.
There is one more
as
that I
John,
know of.
John Constantine.
There you
John
go.
Constantine
Yep.
from 2005. Yep. If there's something that Keanu can do, he can play a John.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
never-
now
I never even
here's where
thought
the
about it.
rubber meets
Here's
the
where the
road.
rubber meets the road. Exactly.
We've named all the easy ones. Okay, look, I'm gonna cheat.
What?
How are you gonna cheat?
I'm gonna say Keanu Reeves as Keanu Reeves.
In what movie?
The one where he was such a dick because that was a character. It's not him. He was. They went to his house. You didn't say how to name the movies.
Yeah, well, That's true.
Oh,
I
he
didn't
went to
say that.
they went to his house and he was a real dick and he was flirting with the guy's girlfriend. It was a comedy. Oh my god, why am I blanking on what the freaking name of the movie is?
I mean, I guess I didn't ask you to name the movies, so I can. You are describing "Always Be My Maybe" from 2019.
That's it.
But you did playing himself is what
Maybe.
He's also
Is that right? I don't think I've seen that. What was it again?
Oh well, it's "Always Be My Maybe."
Okay,
He also played a dickish version of himself in the movie Keanu and SPF 18. I don't know if he was a dickish version of himself. Side by Side.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you all the me and Will.
Did you just flip paper?
Yeah, this is 2 pages.
He always does paper. Brian is a paper guy.
I know he does sometimes, but that sounded like 120 weight or something paper. That was some heavy sounding paper.
Some cardstock. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just regular paper. I think that's it as far as the himself.
And that's all the stall I have. All right.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, I know another John.
Oh, do you? Wait.
Yeah, I
You
just
think any
thought
more
of it.
Johns? Hold on a minute.
He's John Harker on in that the Dracula deal, the Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh,
Yep, Bram Stoker's Dracula. He played.
Oh my god, I know his name.
He played John Harker. Where is it? Here, there it is, right there. Bram Stoker's Dracula, or Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1992. Jonathan Harker.
Oh man, I feel like I'm running out.
All right. Now we're in trouble.
Mm.
So I can't think of any more Johns. I can't remember. The lake house character is just not. I can see her saying the name like a million times, but I just can't. Jonathan. Pants.
Jonathan Pants.
Looking through the list.
No Johnny Pants.
No
Come
Johnny
on.
Pants? Oh man.
I've gotta say no.
All right, let me ask you this. I had one more.
There was a character he played in Generation called John, but because Pants was not given as an answer, or as a last name. Yes, Scott.
I know one other. Well, it's not John, but it's a name that's swapped for John all the time, and that was Jack in Speed.
Oh, of course, yes. Jack. Of course.
Jack
of course.
Speed. Yeah.
I thought we already said Speed, but I guess we didn't.
Nope.
Nobody said Speed.
Oh, man.
Some ones that you might have been able to get. He was Klaatu in The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
He, of course, was not most recently, but was Duke Kaboom in Toy Story 4, the Canadian Evil Knievel.
Right, the evil character.
Didn't watch that one.
Also, in Parenthood, he was Todd, right? Todd
in which one?
Parenthood?
Oh, in Parenthood, yes, he was Todd. Yep.
Oh, Scott was killing it today.
He was Sage in like a rolling sagebush in the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run.
Oh, right. They talked to him, the visage of him. He's in that.
Yeah, he's in the trailer, so you have no excuse if you didn't see the movie.
Yeah.
Here's everything. I'm just going to go through a few of these. Matt in River's Edge. Dangerous Liaisons. Nobody guessed Les Chevier, Raphael Dawsony. Just really surprised me because I thought for sure.
Weird.
Yeah, that's good.
Bill and Ted, Private Idaho, Scott Favor, Much Ado About Nothing, Don John. So the John was on the other foot. Yep.
Don
Ortiz
John?
the Dog Boy in Freaked. Nobody guessed that one.
Never. Did we watch that? Is that the one we watched?
I've never seen Freaks.
No, I don't
We
think
watched Freaks, didn't we? What did we watch?
Yeah.
In Film Sack. Go
No,
ahead.
I don't think we even saw Freaks,
No,
did we?
we saw.
Was Freaks, right?
Freaks?
Why don't
Not
think we
Freak.
watched Freaks?
Well, hold on. I can
Gabba
look it up.
Gooba. We've never seen Freaks.
Hold on, I can look it up
I
now.
thought you were just making noises.
No, that's the
Gabba Gooba.
Gabba.
Gabba Gooba Goo.
I thought you were just
Johnny
making
Pants.
noises. That's hilarious.
Curtis A says we watched Freaked, but not this one.
Oh, Freaks.
No, we watched the.
Oh, Ortiz the Dog Boy. Yes, we did. He was. It was a. Yeah, it took place in a.
Yeah, remember that?
A carnival
It was
or
a
a freak show.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It had. You're right. It had had Bill in it. Bill was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember him being the dog boy. Wow, I can't remember that at all.
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, we did. That was a
Feeling
long
Minnesota,
time
he
ago.
was Jax Clayton.
Mhm.
The Devil's Advocate, he was Kevin Lomax.
Oh god.
Hey, what was he in the boathouse or whatever that is, so Brian can get some.
The Lake
Lake
House,
House.
Alex Weiler.
Alex Weiler. I knew it was something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else on this list that kind of jumps out? 47 Ronin, he was Kai.
No, we just said Ronin.
Wow, he's made a lot of movies that we didn't even know about.
Clearly.
What was the one where he's on?
Where's the Siberia or The Whole Truth or The Bad Batch or The Neon Demon? Those were all movies.
I haven't watched The Bad Batch. Bad Batch is brand new, right? That's on Netflix. I've been wanting to watch that. That's supposed to be
well, it came out in
like
2016, but maybe it's new
really?
on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Bad Batch. 2010.
Well, what was he in that weird movie that had the rotoscoping?
Scanner Darkly?
Yes, it's Scanner Darkly.
He was Bob Arcter. Bob
Wouldn't have got
Darkly.
Either. No. Bob Darkly and Scanner Darkly. Well, you know what that excuse me means? It means this right here.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Amy made the right choice today. I couldn't be prouder of where you've
Good
done
job.
and how far you've come here. That means you get to have these games, which means you get to pass them on to your son, which means if you're smart about it, you can make it seem like Christmas gifts and like it'll be more than what they usually are used to getting. It's like, oh, and by the way, check out these codes I got for you for Christmas.
That's right.
There you go. Yeah.
I like that idea a lot. So well done. How do you feel about your win?
I feel good. I'm excited. I'm always happy to talk to you guys. You guys are so much fun.
Yes.
Well, we love talking to you as well.
So,
Have a fantastic Thanksgiving and be safe. We'll
Thank
see
you,
soon.
Amy.
Amy's pretty great. Okay.
She's great.
Let us now depart. But before we do, Brian Dunaway, he and I and Brian Ibbett and Randy Jordan will all be doing an episode of Film Sack this weekend.
It's going to be really quick.
Don't remember.
It's going to be a really short one.
What's it going to be? What is it? I forgot.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Oh,
That's
gone in
right.
60 seconds.
I was giving you a hint.
I can never remember. It's only 4 days or 3 days since we discussed it, and I could not remember what the heck we were watching.
I couldn't either. But yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds. The Nicolas Cage one, not the old
The
70s
Nicolas
thing.
Cage one.
Why
Ooh.
do people always ask that?
I
There's
don't
only
know.
one.
It's a weird thing to ask, isn't it? It's kind of like saying, hey,
Is it
Ocean's
really
Ocean's 11?
obscure?
Like,
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
Ocean's 11 are you watching?
Exactly. Nobody ever says Ocean's 11 and means the freaking old one. No one ever says that.
Right.
So why would they
Right.
do that with
What about
Gone
the
in 60
Italian
Oh,
job?
I
Now
hear
that I might have
see,
went either.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would be
Italian
outrageous.
Job, right. That was an old thing. Yeah, I never saw the original of that either. Italian Job also should be film sacked if we can ever get around to
Oh
it.
God, the Mini Coopers. That's when I first thought I want a Mini Cooper.
Yeah,
That's
I
where
did.
a lot of people thought, oh, I want a Mini Cooper.
Yeah,
Right. And then
I
you
think
realize-
Wahlberg should get checks every month from the Mini Cooper people because
Yeah.
geez
right.
Louises.
This is a small one though, little mini one.
Just
Just the
tiny
Mini Cooper.
check.
Yeah.
Just a little bitty one about
Little
I don't know,
bitty.
a quarter of the size of a normal bank check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little
I like
two-door, just a little two-door check.
But that'll be my microphone. That'll be this weekend, and we're looking forward to it. And as always, seeing you, Brian Dunaway, is always a pleasure and a treat. Have a fantastic day, and
Happy Thanksgiving.
oh, there he goes.
Oh, all right. He got it all out, I hope.
He did, like the diarrhea of the mouth. He got it all out. All right. Well, on that note, what time is it? Oh, we got time. Check this out. It's time for a little bit of the news brought to you by.
Brought to you by Coverville, which takes a dip back onto Wednesdays, although I'm really liking Thursdays. So after Thanksgiving, we are going back to Thursdays and making that our permanent home. But today, because it's tradition, Thanksgiving Beatles double shot. Yes, it is an extra large show, all Beatles covers, limited interruptions. And because this is the 55th anniversary of the album Rubber Soul, which between that and Revolver are my two favorite Beatles albums.
Whoa.
I waffle back and forth on which one is my favorite, but today this one's my favorite. Rubber Soul, which has classics like The Word, Nowhere Man, Norwegian Wood, In My Life. You can probably guess whose cover of In My Life.
I love Norwegian Wood. It's pretty stonery, that whole album, but I like it.
It is. It's people have speculated that it's about an affair, an extramarital affair that John Lennon had. So he wrote
pre Yoko
Yoko.
Bono?
He was married to Cynthia. What was her name?
I called her Yoko Bono. I didn't mean to.
Jeez.
You know, Yoko Bono.
Yeah, who Cynthia something. I can't remember his first wife's name, but
I don't remember that at all. Wow.
Yep.
Paul is dead. Paul is dead. That's all I remember. That's it.
Powell. There we go. Cynthia Powell was her last name.
Okay. So he was supposedly getting it on with Cynthia Powell, and then And then the songs were reflective of that? The songs were supposedly
Correct.
describing that? Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Well, no, Cynthia Powell was his wife. He had an affair
Oh,
outside the marriage and wrote the song Norwegian Wood about that. Where
got it. Okay.
They messed around. He went and slept in the bathtub. And there's also speculation about whether or not the character and the narrator in the song sets fire to the person's house after the affair, or if they just look at the fireplace.
Oh my gosh.
Well, like most people think it's just the fireplace. Paul McCartney has said, well, and then after the affair, he went out and set fire to a house.
A little more slurry than I remember him, but yeah.
That's current Paul McCartney,
Oh, gotcha.
not 1970s Paul McCartney.
Gotcha. Paul McCartney.
Anyway.
And my mom looks like Paul McCartney, just like she looks like Elton John now. Anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, the older these British rockers get, the more they look like my mom.
She apparently looks like all rockers from the 60s
Yeah.
and 70s.
Yeah, there's a little bit of Keith Richards going on my mom right now. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
Oh, God. Wow. Anyway.
I mean,
all right. So that'll be at 1 p.m. today, 1 p.m. Mountain Time at coverville.tv or twitch.tv/coverville.
I want to thank Chris for this first story. You sent this over via email. I couldn't resist, so we're doing it.
Yeah.
Owner of a vaginal steam spa agrees to guilty plea for hoarding 20,000 N95 protective masks.
How do you get a vagina so hot it steams?
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? That's the trick. Nikki Schwartz, the owner of Tikkun Holistic Spa in Santa Monica, California, was charged last week with one count of hoarding and price gouging after stashing nearly 20,000 N95 masks in anticipation of the coronavirus pandemic, with the intention of reselling them at a heavy marked up price, according to the Department of Justice. So this is a full-on federal investigation. The spa was made famous by Gwyneth Paltrow, who controversially...
Because of course it was.
Yeah, of course it was. I have her candle right here somewhere.
Yes.
Was charged, or what the hell is it? Controversially recommended it. Its many vaginal steam services to Goop readers in 2015. Sounds like a nonsense.
It's way better for you to have the steamed vagina over deep frying it.
Yeah, I mean,
healthier.
It's a healthier alternative, right? Like if you want to keep the vitamins of the minerals of the vegetables, you steam them, right?
Yes.
That's what you do.
I'm like they're like jokes that have popped into my head that I can say. I was like, nope. How about this one? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's all right. We do it in real time. It's fine.
Yeah.
So let's see. In a plea agreement filed on October 13th, Schwartz agreed to plead guilty to the misdemeanor, an offense that carries a statutory maximum sentence of 1 year in federal prison. The spa owner revealed in the plea that it's a she, began hoarding the respirators in February in anticipation of a nationwide shortage. By the end of June, she had accumulated nearly 20,000 of the things, and these cost her between 86 cents and $1.27 each, which she sold for $15 each.
Wow.
Jeez Louises. She confessed to selling the goods, goods designated, with knowledge that the masks have been designated as scarce materials and knowledge that accumulation of designated materials to resale in excess of prevailing market prices was unlawful. So don't do that, man. What are you doing, lady? You know, I assume it's a man always. When somebody does something real dirty, I always assume it's a man. Isn't that weird?
That is really weird. So when I got my... you're right to do that, by the way. It's 90% of the time.
I mean, almost all the time it is. So there's a
exactly.
statistical burden of proof already there. I'm just saying, obviously there are bad actors across the genders.
Of course.
And I don't need to. I don't need to do that.
Usually Florida man, not Florida woman.
Right.
Let's just get it right.
Yeah.
So when I got my 3D printer, the resin one, I had to get a bunch of gloves, nitrile gloves, and not N95, but like nitrile gloves. I've got, like 3 boxes of these black, like latex gloves, but they're nitrile. So I don't know. They're good if you have a nitrile or a latex allergy. Anyway, so every time I'd have to dump out the little container or refill it or clean a part or anything, I have to put these gloves on because this resin stuff is really, really bad to touch or ingest or anything like that.
Sure.
And when all this started and there were starting to be shortages of all these things, I donated 2 completely full unopened boxes of these gloves to Lutheran Medical Center where our friend Kathy works.
Oh, very cool.
Goes there. So, and I still I still have probably about a third of a box left, so I'm doing all right as far as restocking when I need to. I'll probably be able to restock when things start going away. I can probably restock my gloves, but
I wonder if those probably already may even be back to.
They might be. Yeah.
Who knows? We're about to hit a weird.
They probably
time
ramped
again,
up production on gloves.
They were all out of toilet paper at our Costco the other day.
Yeah, as the second wave, people are like, "Well, that was really dumb. How we all wanted to. Oh, we're almost out. No, let's go get some more, quick!"
I mean, they just tore through that stuff.
Yeah.
I guess everybody pooped. Everybody pooped.
Everybody pooped.
One more story here.
Yeah, so we got to talk about this one because everybody's.
This is all anyone's talking about right now, and I have to, of course, address it because, well, I may as well play this now.
Utah connection.
Yeah, it's a damn Utah connection. So, thank you to everybody who kept reminding me of this yesterday, and I kept sort of just sending back smiley faces. But
Scott, what's happening? What's happening in your state, Scott? Scott.
The Department of what is DPS? Public Safety. Department of Public Safety here in Utah. The Department of Public Safety, blah, blah, blah. Aero Bureau, which means the people that are like in the helicopters checking all the, stuff out. They're working with the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources to conduct a count of bighorn sheep in a portion of southeastern Utah. So this is right down where I was visiting, ish. It's a little more east.
Oh, interesting. Really? You were there for an entire week right before all this happened. Okay, all right.
I got my degree in metallurgy a month ago. And, anyway, while on the mission, they spotted an unusual object and landed nearby to investigate further. The crew members found a metal monolith. It's about double the height of me. That's how tall it is. So it's pretty tall. Wow. It's like 12 feet tall. Installed in the ground in a very remote area of Red Rock. So if you see it, it looks like it's in like Tatooine Canyon where, Jawas are going to try to steal your droid.
Houdini!
Yeah. Shoot him with the electrical bolt thing. It's like that, but there's this just monolithic thing sitting there that looks like it's from space or something. The crew said there was no obvious indication of what or who might have put the monolith there. The exact location of the installation is not being disclosed since it's very remote, and if individuals were to attempt to visit the area, there's a significant possibility they would become stranded or require rescue. Also, people are dirty and leave stuff everywhere. Like, don't go down there. Here's an update, though, as of the 24th, which was yesterday. Official statement from the Bureau of Land Management said, although we can't comment on active investigations, the Bureau of Land Management would like to remind public land visitors that using, occupying, or developing the public lands or their resources without a required authorization is illegal, no matter what planet you are from. They literally add that at the end. No matter what planet you are from. So they're having some fun with
Space Force!
It's very cool looking.
It is.
And intriguing and everything. And it makes me wonder if that dude, that 3D artist guy that did the...
oh, yeah. This is right up his alley, isn't it?
Yeah, it does make me wonder, because he's done this before. He's got that UFO that everybody was sure was real, but it was him who did it. And even after he admitted it, nobody would believe him, because it looks so real. Yeah. Like, it could be him.
Yeah, and it's been around. It's been there since 2016. You can see it on Google Earth all the way going back to 2016.
That's awesome. I did not know that. That's even cooler, because that means whoever did this, whatever the art installation person is, they knew that it was going to take time.
Sitting on this.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like, when will they discover this? This will be fun.
I love that. It's so great.
And when you so I sent you a link to the link that Captain Kipper and other people have sent me to see it on Google Earth. And what's cool is you see it, and then you start zooming out, and you're like, man, if that thing's 12 feet tall, metal, it's got to be pretty damn heavy, which means you have to have 2 or 3 people who are aware of the secret, who all know about it and have not said anything to leak it.
And then there are questions. How do you get something that big over there at all? And it's so remote. It's not like this is a place that's close. Here, Chad, I'll show you the screen. I know you've got all access to it, but I'll see, where is it? I don't see it.
Well, when you zoom, just keep zooming into the spot I sent you.
Yeah.
And when you get close to the ground, you'll see a little shadow of it, basically.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Don't move left or right. Just go straight down from where
Yeah, that's totally it. Look at that shadow it's casting. It's awesome. I love it. And I'm happy.
It is really awesome. And
yeah.
I zoomed out really far to see where the closest road was, and it's quite a ways. Yeah.
That's
I
really
think this
cool.
thing fell on James Franco, and he had to chew his arm off to get out.
Similar area. Oh no, that's not true. It's more Moab, actually closer to you, but where that happened. But anyway, there you have it. We have aliens. Proof. Finally. Proof positive aliens. Not really. Okay. Hey, we're gonna take a break. When we come back.
So you may not have put it there, but you did go there to kind of polish it and keep it looking as nice.
Well,
as it can.
that's what they pay me for. So yeah, I had to. Fingerprints, they tend to stay. And it's also COVID
right,
time.
Sure, yeah.
Got to clean that thing up and get it ready for the next discovery. I was happy to do my part and pretend I was on vacation. Tom Merritt's coming up after this, so stick around. We'll also have recommendals with Nicole after that. But before all that, a musical break presented by Coverville's own Brian Ibbett.
Oh, yeah, and this is great. This is a brand new album by an artist named Ricky. Just goes by Ricky. It's kind of like Keanu Reeves, just going by John in some of his movies.
Okay.
He's from the bands Western Settings and Hey Chiefs. His real name is what is his real name?
Fergus.
It's funny if I know it's probably Ricky Schmidt. There it is, right there.
Right.
He's from San Diego, California. Writer, singer, bass guitarist, and he's just got a brand new album that just came out called Palm Trees. This is really cool. I got the whole album. This is some crunchy power pop, Weezer, Super Drag, Not a Surf. The whole album is really, really good. And I had a hard time picking songs because the ones I really, really liked, there were S-bombs and F-bombs within the first few words. There's a great song on there called Social Me or Social something. And I highly recommend you go listen to that one if you don't have kids or listening away from the kids or whatever, because I can't play it on the show, unfortunately. Social Me is the song that we're not playing. The song we are playing is called Spare Me. Here is Ricky with the song Spare Me.
Excuse me, young man. Do you like pizza?
Yeah.
Well, I'm making a pizza commercial. You'd be great in it. Here's my business card. It'd be really fun, and you can make a lot of money. It'll only take a few minutes. I'll give you a free CD for your trouble.
How was everything today?
The Morning Stream. My bumhole hurts.
All right, we're back, everybody. Back just in time.
Back and better than ever.
Back and better than ever. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we've been better. I don't know.
Well, all right.
Can we judge?
Sure.
Can you judge? Can I judge? I can't judge.
No, you're right. All right. Well, who am I?
Who are we to say? No one's to say. Yeah. But there is this.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
A man who makes Wednesdays better, we can say that pretty authoritatively, is Tom Merritt. And he joins us now, all the way from L.A. What's going on, Tom? How are you?
Well, Scott, I'd love to talk about this 10 to 12 foot steel object that was found in the middle of.
Oh,
you know what? Veronica was there like the week before me. Maybe she did it. I didn't. It doesn't have to be.
Oh, so
me.
it's a team effort.
Yeah. Well,
got it. Yeah.
Oh,
you really were just polishing it. Veronica's the one that set it up.
Yeah, I've said too much now. Is what's happened.
Yeah. No, that all makes sense. Well, I've got a couple of things. One is a study about smartphone use, and the other is why the PS5 is better than the Xbox.
Oh, give me.
Since I already know.
I think I know
the second story.
Yeah, let's do the game story because I want to hear that rationale. It's very interesting because I don't know. Listen, I think it's a bit of a toss-up
just
right
because
now.
I don't write clickbait headlines usually doesn't mean I can't make them up. So yeah, that's not quite the story. Tom Warren over at The Verge has a great write-up on this, basically showing that a bunch of benchmarks on multiple games from Digital Foundry show that the PS5, despite having objectively less powerful chips inside, is outperforming the Xbox Series X, mostly in frame rate. And Digital Foundry editor Richard Ledbetter suspects there's probably an API problem on the Xbox side that is causing this, that it's certainly not a hardware problem. The Xbox hardware is perfectly capable of all of this. Right. Microsoft did start taking submissions for Series X certification in June, which was much later than PS5. There's been a lot of developer grumbling out there about the difficulties of getting things up to speed for the GDK for the Xbox. Microsoft even put out a statement saying it is actively working with partners to identify and resolve issues to ensure an optimal experience. So it doesn't sound like this is something that will stick around forever. It'll probably get fixed over time. But it is causing, as anything in the gaming industry does, it is causing a little bit of a stir.
Yeah, I saw the two. So the comparison I saw was Dirt 5 running side by side, and they were trying to.
That's one of them. Yeah.
And they were showing these differences, and they were surprised that the Digital Foundry people were surprised because there was just some odd things. Frame rate was one of them. But it was mostly like some like outer edge tearing stuff and some other really, technical Babble stuff.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War fell behind in 120 frame per second mode is another one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a lot of frame tearing in some of these. Trying to find there's a couple more from Digital Foundry. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is odd because it's appearing in all the Xbox ads.
They had a huge deal with Microsoft to market the hell out of that version. Of the game.
Devil May Cry 5 is another one where the frame rate is better on the PS5.
Interesting. Well, yeah, it does. Yeah. What it sounds like to me is probably if it's an API issue or what patches are incoming is my guess, and we'll see this even out. It won't be too big of a deal, but I can say the first party Microsoft stuff is smooth as melted butter. They're not having their own problem.
Almost like they had access earlier than the other people.
Yeah, that's what my takeaway was. Is some of their first party ready for X and S sort of stuff is looking really, really good. And I haven't played a ton of the third party AAA stuff yet, but that seems to be where the issue is. So that's interesting. They'll have to work that out. Right now, Microsoft needs every good bit of good press they can get at the turn of a generation where they arguably have a really strong value proposition this time. They need to keep that positive momentum going if they're going to, capture some hearts and minds.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you definitely are within your rights to stomp and scream and cry and throw stones if you want, because these are objective differences, but they're not going to last. My guess is by March, nobody remembers this.
Yeah, this is a bit like, I would remind people, I'm old enough to remember that 2005 and 6 when PS3 and 360 were the consoles, the flip was happening. The reverse was happening. The PlayStation versions of third-party games were running much less well than they were on the 360, and it again came down to, well, Sony's got weird chip architecture and they're harder to develop for, and their dev units were sent to us late. It's almost like you're repeating history just from a different generation, and the roles are a little bit switched, but anyway, I always find this part of the industry fascinating because it is easy to get bogged down in your Coke versus Pepsi conversations, but you dig a little bit deeper, and it's actually very interesting. Like, well, why is the API different, or what was it that caused them to be late with that, or does this have any impact on why they delayed a couple of their own first-party titles? Like, I love getting into the minutia of all that stuff, and
it's the kind of thing that you can actually replicate.
Right.
You can turn it on and run some benchmarks yourself. It's a real issue. There are always other things that happen with any product launch. I know there's a bunch of reports of like, hey, there's a storage glitch and my PS5 got bricked. That's in the long tradition of scattered reports say some people have this happen. They often tend to be true, but not true for everybody in all instances. And that's the kind of thing I'm less interested in. This is a legitimate, this is true for every single Xbox Series X owner out there. It's fixable, but it's more of an objective thing.
I have an acquaintance who I'm not going to say their name, but they're in the games journalism business, and they are on their third PS5, and that's awful. But like Tom says,
they can't take care of anything.
Like Tom says, it can be,
but it has because he keeps spilling coffee in it.
Right. Right. Sometimes things are just outliers and coincidences, and sometimes they're
that's
problematic.
a Blu-ray slot. Oh,
the bigger controversy to me with the PS5 is that they didn't make enough of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're not really going to have them for sale until after the holidays because they sold out already, and that's a problem that I know Sony has very clearly said, we wish we didn't have this problem. It's not for lack of foresight. It's supply chain issues.
Yeah.
And
they're not making any money by having low.
Yeah, they didn't plan that. And they aren't like, gosh, we didn't expect it to be this popular. It's more like they just couldn't get the parts.
Yeah.
We made all we could.
Well, what's funny is, I don't know if it's funny, but they had said early on in this lead up to the generation that they were very confident that they were going to be up to speed on production levels and they were going to have everything they needed. And it seems like they're just either they completely estimated what they were going to sell through, or that just wasn't the case. Like they just didn't have.
Well, it's hard to say. It may be like you say that they really thought they had enough, but Jim Ryan, the CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, said in an interview with TASS yesterday that he wouldn't recommend launching a product in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
So my guess is if it's true that they thought they would have enough, it was probably because they thought the supply chain issues had been worked out, and then it turned out they hadn't. Like something unexpected in the supply chain happened.
Yeah.
That would explain that, where they're like, oh yeah, no, it looks like our supply is going to work out. And then they didn't get as many as they expected.
I mean, honestly, I'm slightly blown away that any of this works this year at all. Like the fact that it even happened on time, that things didn't get massive delays, that we aren't looking at like spring or summer for new consoles, because that just makes sense. Like, I'm surprised that didn't happen. So I guess we're lucky to be getting
the Wraith 86 kind of nailed it in the chat. Low supply due to the Rona, increased demand due to the Rona.
Yeah. Yeah, double-sided Rona coin you got going there. Collect them all. Well, that's fantastic. This and other great stories, of course, on tap on the Daily Tech News Show. I'll be on there today. It's Wednesday. I'm glad to be back. I was out of town last week, so I'm excited to be back with the crew talking tech. Tom, anything else you want to mention before that all happens?
Oh, yeah. We missed you last week. It's good that you're back. And it's our pre-Thanksgiving wrap-up, because DTNS takes all the U.S. holidays off, so there won't be any DTNS until next Monday.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Come savor it. Also, I'm finishing up National Novel Writing Month. I'm about 42,000 words in, so it looks like I'm gonna hit my 50,000. And if you would like to see what I have written so far and watch as I add more to it, become a patron of my writing Patreon. Patreon.com/AceDetect, ACEDTECT. And there's a post on there with a link to my Google Doc where you can snoop on me.
And it's Twilight fan fiction this time around, right? That's what we're doing.
Exactly.
Spoiler, Scott.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
I mean, you mean again? Yes.
Again? This time.
No, it's actually a story about a ship making second contact. First contact is always made remotely when you get in touch over by a distance, and this is a ship that always follows up on those calls.
Nice. I love it. Sticking with the sci-fi, which is a place I'm happy to hang around. So that's awesome. Check it out, everybody. Tom Merritt, Ace Detect on Twitter. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye. All right. That's great.
Totally.
Now, Nicole shows offline, but I'll bet she's not.
Yeah, I mean, when has that ever been accurate?
Yeah, like my take is
when has that ever is the precursor to a crap?
Yeah, there's always a crap. Hey, I gotta show the chat something here. If they all come to my Doghouse Systems PC giveaway, gamer rig giveaway on Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I just got photos of how this thing looks. I'll send you one as well. While we wait for Nicole. So there's Brian, so you can see this. Okay, and then the rest of y'all, look at this thing.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
dang,
now,
that looks like something you could reheat your turkey in too, if you need to.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the cool thing about this case is all that lighting is programmable, so you can have it throbbing between different hues.
Red,
you can have it
blue,
be
or
whatever you
yeah.
want. Yeah. So he did it this way because he knows I love Horde, but if you're an Alliance person, you could go blue.
That is gorgeous.
It will be a really decked out, awesome machine. Obviously, I don't know if you can see it on the image, but that is a 3080 NVIDIA 3080, which is.
And I'm not eligible, right? I'm not Brian Ibbett is not eligible.
Brian Ibbett is not eligible to win.
Damn
and
it.
Neither am I, sadly. So that sucks for everyone.
What about Ryan Schribbett?
Well, now different story. He can get it. Not a problem. But anyway, it's going to be great. So if you hadn't heard about this before, I'll tell you again. We're doing this on Friday live at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. 8 p.m. Central, which is Doghouse Systems time. But anyway, it's all because of Doghouse and Intel. They want to do a big giveaway for the holidays. Cool. And we're talking, I mean, this thing is massive. I'll have all the specs and stuff ready soon as well, but just massive. Plus, they're going to throw in some other stuff like some 500 gig SSD drive for win. Two people will win those. A Doghouse Systems tote bag, some mugs, some other stuff. I'm doing some prints and some art. And here's the cool thing. If you win one of those, it doesn't mean you can't win the computer still. It just means you won one of the other door prizes, but everyone is still eligible to win the computer.
Damn it, I won a Scott print. Ah!
Right. So this isn't one of those where, sorry, you already won a print. You don't get the PC. We'll still let you enter for that. Nice. And we're going to do it all through the chat room. You got to be on Twitch to do it. It's going to be great. Hope to see you all there. All right, Nicole is not answering, which makes me think she done forgot. So I'm going to pause 1 second here.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Let me text her via the text. Nicole Spagoglio. Hi. You on today? All right, I'm asking her.
All right, let's take bets. What's the reply gonna be? Crap?
Yeah. Will it be crap or will it be shit? Will it be?
Yeah. What's it gonna be?
Mark? Will it be?
Oh, she could be doing Thanksgiving prepping, but it's probably just the four of them because I don't think any of the family is coming out there.
Yeah, or she didn't live by her mom
health
anymore.
Issues.
Or Mark's mom or something. Doesn't somebody's mom live near? Or was that when they were in Arizona? Maybe I have that mixed up.
I take that back. Yeah, Mark's mom moved out there with them.
Oh, okay.
And his brother is living there too.
Oh, that's right. And he lives with them.
Yes,
right?
His brother. Yep, his brother actually lives there with him.
That's a lot of talent. That's a lot of Italian blood around there, dude.
apparently, when you're there, you're family.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, I did not see her, so I'm going to assume that she. Oh, wait. Now she's green. Maybe that means.
There she is.
Oh, there she is. Okay, we got her. Hi, Nicole.
I'm so sorry.
How are you?
What? Tell us. We have a bet going. What did you say when you saw Scott's text?
Yeah, was it crap?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Oh, she dropped an S word. I would have had it. That would have been my bet.
Had it. Yep,
oh man. Well, that's all right. Hey, look, we don't care as long as we get you. We don't.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Busy day. I'll bet you're doing all the prep and everything, right?
Yeah, I went and got I'm like, I'm gonna get my groceries early so I miss the crowd. And
yeah, you gotta do that in October in 2020.
Yeah. Kim did this thing where she had to get a bunch of the stuff at a Costco, but the Costco near us is ridiculous.
I don't go to Costco anymore.
I know, it's so bad.
It's stupid.
It's so stupid.
I go to Sam's Club.
So what she did is went to this one about 45 minutes away that just got built and no one really knows about yet. And
Nice.
she says it was awesome. It was like a freaking no one there and everything stocked and good, and it was great. So except toilet paper. Nobody's got the damn toilet paper.
Yeah,
mine had tons of toilet paper.
Well, you Colorado people never poo. We know that. All right. A time for us to get together and do recommendals. Oh, I forgot to do this. Right, that music means it's time for us to talk about streaming services and the programs or shows or whatever you want to call them we've seen that we like that we want to recommend to you, our dear listeners. And we're going to start with Brian because we always do. Brian, any setup for your clips?
Well, here's the funny thing. I can't remember what order I did these in. Oh. So this is either a movie or a TV series.
All right, we'll start with whatever number one is. Here you go.
Yeah, start with one.
You've given this world a gift. You never loved me.
TV series.
You used me. Oh, sweet girl. This is so much more important than love. Just let him go.
Look around you, daughter. All there is here is loss, betrayal, and decay. Everyone you love will leave you by their own hand or in ashes. Nothing lasts. The only thing that awaits you is disappointment. You will lose everyone. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? Let your heart break. It's inevitable. Then you'll be free to join me. Our future will be glorious.
Hard pass.
I have no idea. No idea what that is.
That is, it's a tough clip because you don't get, if you got a name in there like Corianders or Dick Grayson.
Is this Supernatural?
It is not. The Dick Grayson should have been a good clue.
Oh, I know what this is. Can I say now?
Yeah, say it now.
It's Titans.
That's exactly what it is. Yes, Titans finally, after all this time, finally made it onto HBO Max. So you can watch the whole series there. There are 2 seasons and then the third one that is being produced.
How is this thing? Because I was nervous, but everyone I talked to likes it. So
it's really good. So basically, it is it's also a Greg Berlanti produced thing like the Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow on the CW, but it is to those as the Netflix Marvel shows were to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like your kind of networky stuff is a little bit happier, a little bit more relationship focused. The Titans, as well as the Netflix Marvel stuff, is a lot grittier, darker, and really, really well done.
Nice.
There's still a little bit of that relationship stuff, and it doesn't follow the comic book exactly. These are the Titans that are kind of finding each other. Dick Grayson is Robin, and he's kind of getting out of a bad relationship with Batman.
I was going to ask, and you don't get Batman in this, right? It's just
you get Batman.
Oh, you
Scott,
do.
You get Batman.
Who plays Batman in this?
I'm trying to remember the actor. I got to look it up because
weird.
Where is he? It's like I've seen this guy in a dozen different things, but I can't remember what I've seen him in. Hold on a second. Curran, no, not Curran Walters.
Dick Grayson.
Somebody.
I don't see it. I'm sure he's in here.
There it is.
Oh, Bruce Wayne. Ian Glenn.
Brian Edward. No.
Ian Glenn. It says Bruce Wayne. Someone named Ian Glenn. No.
Oh yeah, Ian Glenn from Game of Thrones. Mormont.
Oh, it's Mormont.
Yes, Sir Jonah.
Oh wow! All right.
It's their friend zone.
Wow. Okay, that's an interesting pick. I guess Dick Grayson would be older in this, so therefore older Batman. But sure.
Yep, exactly. And it's just great. That his role is really great. The other person you'd recognize in this is our friend from Friday Night Lights, good old Minka Kelly. She plays Dove of Hawk and Dove. You think you're just going to get a couple Teen Titans in this. You think you're going to get Robin. You think you're going to get Raven and Starfire. No, you get Hawk and Dove and Jason Todd and Donna Troy and Aqualad and Superman's clone, all that stuff. You get a ton of characters, and they do a really good job with how they introduce all of them.
Interesting.
So it's good, and it's a good watch. It is darker, and there is a line, F Batman, in the very first episode that kind of sets the tone as like, okay, can't let the kids watch this with me, I guess. The little kids.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I did hear it was a little more gritty, a little more, down to the dirty there, which is good.
Yep. But it is good, and both seasons are available on HBO Max and worth watching.
I forgot Minka Kelly was Rick Duffy's daughter from Aerosmith, the guitarist from Aerosmith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Duffy. I thought that was.
Or is it Dufay, or how do you say his name?
Isn't there a Duffy in Guns N' Roses?
No, that you're thinking of
Duff McKagan.
No.
The other Duff.
Is there a Duff in?
Yeah.
Isn't there a Duff McKagan?
Is there? I'm just thinking of Slash. That's all I can think of. Obviously.
Yeah, there was another guy. It's Duff.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Duff, Guns N' Roses. Yep. See, Duff McKagan.
Minka Kelly is from the unholy union of Rick Dufay of Aerosmith fame, guitarist of Aerosmith fame, and exotic dancer Maureen Kelly. Well done. The guy got around. Anyway, hey, let's get to your second one, Brian. Any setup for this one? Did we lose Brian?
Did we lose Brian?
Look at him.
Oh my God.
Look at him. He won't move. Hold on. I got to copy that. I don't know where Brian is. Let's see.
That's what you get for having two, Brian.
That's right. I'm gonna pause here and see what's up, because he. appears to have locked up or something. Oh, there's me twice. Okay, so that means he probably lost internet. Let's see. He was making a face like he just wasn't listening to me. You know what I mean? Like it just looked like he was like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe that face. All right. It says internet just died here. Do your recommendals and I'll bookend with my second one. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can do that. All right. Well, we're going to wait for Brian to get his hoop together. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you about mine, Nicole. Are you ready for mine?
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. I got to reroute my brain here. Here we go. So this is a thing I've seen. This will be my 6th time watching it. And for some reason, I'm watching it again. But I don't think I've ever done a recommendal for it. If I have, y'all will forgive me. But I'm watching it again because I love it so much. Here it is. It's a TV series. See if you can guess what it is. It's pretty obvious.
Walken plans to nominate a vice president.
Republican leadership is sending me their ideas. You might want to round up some names on your own.
We should be polling on this.
Margaret.
The West Wing.
Give me Angela Blake.
We received what we believe to be an authentic communication from Ms. Bartlett's kidnappers.
We bomb Kumar and they kill her.
They're going to kill her anyway.
Abdul Sharif had nothing to do with what's happened to Zoe.
You don't know that.
I need you to start 2 speeches.
Why 2?
One if they find her alive, the other if they don't.
Okay, you said it and you knew it. It's of course.
I know this.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure you've recommended it, but it's okay. Where's it streaming at?
So this is streaming on Netflix, and I'm pretty sure this left Netflix for a while and then came back. I'm not sure on that actually, because I remember at one point somebody said, "Oh, hurry up and watch it because it's leaving Netflix," and this is like back on my 4th or 5th watch. And then I feel like it disappeared for a while, and then it showed up again. And anyway, I'm back into it, and I've seen it so many times I don't really need to focus on it. I can just kind of have it play. It's a bit like comfort food. But I've never
seen it. I've never
I love
watched
this series so freaking much. Oh, Nicole, you should watch it. It's really great. It's not. Here's the thing. In 2020, somebody, if they've never seen it, is going to fear that, oh, well, I don't want to go watch some political thing. Like, I understand that. And I would, if I hadn't seen it already, I would say the same thing. But this is just so much more than that. It isn't just politics. In fact, it's very little about the politics. It's more about the people.
Sure.
And an ideal that doesn't really exist in the White House. Certainly doesn't right now. But it's an ideal situation. A president who really cares about the country and puts the country first, and people around him that do the same. And there's a real, earnestness to everybody, but they're flawed. They have their problems and everything else. It is a wonderful show, and everybody and their dog guest starred on this series at one point or another. And that's a lot of fun. Like, you'll find out that Nick Offerman is in this thing, and he's playing this like total left-wing, burn it all down, pinko liberal guy. And it's just strange guest star appearances from people that at the time were nobodies, or nobody had really heard of them. There's an amazing, toward the end of the series, amazing Jimmy Smits, Alan Alda run, where they're running for president against each other. Alan Alda is the Republican. Jimmy Smits plays the Democrat. And they're amazing in this. Like, everything is Emmy worthy all the way through. It's an Aaron Sorkin joint. He left for a couple of years, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, if Aaron Sorkin leaves, this show won't be any good." It still was good. I can't recommend it enough. This is my 6th watch through. That's how much I love this thing.
I tried to also watch Veep, and I couldn't get into Veep either.
Oh, well, Veep.
Veep's
a different.
I know. I'm disappointing you, Brian. But
Veep's such a different animal, though, right? Like, it's just such a. I don't know, but I understand what you're saying. Like, do you when you go to something that says, "Hey, this is a story about White House stuff and government things," is that just immediately put you off? Does it make you feel like, we'll see?
If it's historical, if it's actually truly historical, I'm all in. Like, I want like history. Like, I've been following 2 political historians on Facebook, and I just get a sense of calm when I hear, "Oh man, you should have heard what happened in 1938," and like the correlation. Like, I love that kind of stuff.
I do too. So, I'm a big fan of that stuff as well. Let me ask you this. Do you like the movie Dave?
I do like the movie Dave. I love the movie Dave.
Then I think you might like this more than you think. Not that this is on the level of fantasy that Dave is, but there's an optimism to this show that is, I believe, the reason it's so great. It's not a focus on the negatives show at all. It is let's be better tomorrow than we were today kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that to me really resonates. It really resonates with me. I love it. But anyway, I'm going to recommend it again for the 6th time.
I have so many shows I need to finish.
Everybody go watch The West Wing. It's amazing. It holds up and it's incredible. All right. Brian is back. Brian, you want to do your second one now that you're back?
Yay!
What's that say again?
You want to do your second one? Should we do that?
Sure,
right
yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to play it. You know what this is. This is the movie, right?
This is the movie.
All right, here it comes.
Someone's coming. Right. They're gonna send someone. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they already sent someone. Unless sure we have time to wait for them. Nora.
Yeah.
So, cooling towers. What are we getting?
Nothing good. All the upper decks have collapsed and we lost the cooling towers. The core of the Kepler is completely unstable.
Wait, what do you mean unstable? Like, we all die unstable? Or what are we talking about here,
The
Nora?
thermal cores. It's a lot of energy with nowhere to go.
Okay, the intern's freaking me out. Can somebody just explain what the hell is going on here?
Research assistant.
No, if there's a meltdown, there's going to be a lot of heat. There's going to be a flash boil, explosions. I don't really know. I watched a lot of anime. That's all I know.
Oh, you watch anime? I like anime.
I have no idea.
That guy from Silicon Valley, which if this is like one of those movies where people die, he's probably going to be the first one.
Right and right. This is the movie Underwater. This was a movie that was supposed to come out. Well, actually, probably did come out in theaters for a hot minute before the first shutdown. This is probably best associated with Kristen Stewart. She plays the main character in this. If there's any comparison I can make to this for this movie, it would be Alien Underwater, even though the movie's called Underwater. But it's basically like it's got that kind of vibe as the first Alien movie.
I love movies like this.
Is it
I
like
love
Sphere?
it. A skier?
Remember that Sphere?
Sphere.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
It was like the bubble of water, and she touched it.
A little bit, not quite as much, but.
What do you remember from Sphere? A bubble of water.
A bubble of water.
I remember Bubble of Water.
No, I love this. It's like a space madness movie. I love this sort of thing, but obviously it's underwater. But I love that we're doing a thing out in space, or we're doing a thing deep underwater, the abyss, whatever. And then
the abyss is probably the best example of this. Dougie, come on, Dougie. Anyway, it's so it's got like you mentioned, T.J. Miller, yes, from Silicon Valley, Kristen Stewart, Vincent Castle, Jessica Henwick, who you probably remember as well. Maybe if you I don't know if you watched it, but Iron Fist. She was, oh my God, why am I Colleen Wing, the sidekick to the Marvel Knights. And total badass. She was also one of the Sand Sisters in Game of Thrones. So there's another Game of Thrones connection for you.
Can you help me with this one actor real quick? Vincent Castle. Why do I know him? Oh,
yeah. He was the in Ocean's 12. He's the other thief that's trying to steal the Fabergé egg or whatever it is.
Right. And there's something else though. He's not the buddy in he's not
Westworld.
Yeah, oh, that's what I'm thinking of. It's Westworld. That's
probably what you're thinking of. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of. All right,
he was in Jason Bourne.
That's totally what I thought of. He also looks a lot. Yeah. He looks a lot like a smarmy British version of Seth Bullock's partner when they opened up their store on Deadwood.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, totally.
Anyway, sorry.
Without the cheesy handlebar mustache.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's great.
Yeah, he's a French guy, and boy, does he look French.
He really does. Oui. Oh. Yeah. Patrick thinks I'm the one that does this, but Nicole did it first. Let the record state that Nicole did it first. Anyway, go ahead, Brian.
Anyway, so it's better than it seems like it should be, right? I mean, it's a 2020 horror movie. It takes place underwater, very much in the style of Alien, and But we actually really enjoyed it. There's some great special effects in it, and the kind of reveal you get at the end is pretty damn frightening. So definitely worth checking out. Yeah, kind of a Cloverfield. Also has kind of a Cloverfield underwater kind of feel to it as well.
So I assume there's some,
Where's it streaming? Did you say?
It's also streaming on HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Okay.
So if you've got HBO Max, you can watch Titans and Underwater.
Yeah, I'm totally going to watch
There's
this.
a lot of stuff on HBO Max right now.
Yeah. It's actually kind of quickly become my top thing. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
I've been doing Disney Plus and HBO Max more than Amazon and Netflix lately.
I'm kind of all over the map, but I don't know. HBO Max has risen in its popularity in this home. All right. That's awesome. I was going to say one other thing about it. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, it's a big creature, I assume? That's what you're,
Big creature.
Okay.
Big creature.
All right. Just making
Big
sure.
underwater creature.
I'm down with that. For a hot second, I thought you watched Sunshine finally, and
No.
Because some of that dialogue
kind of the
reminded me of
equivalent
that.
in space, right?
Yeah, and I heard accents that were familiar and some other stuff, and it didn't happen. But I love that genre, so this is totally my jam. I'm going to watch this movie this week probably. So good recommendal there, Brian. Nicole, the time has come. We shift the microphone your direction, and you tell us what the hell you watched.
Well, first thing, I finished Truth Seekers on Amazon Prime, and it's still wonderful. I highly recommend it. I loved it.
Again, that's that Nick Frost.
Simon Pegg, Nick Frost TV show about paranormal.
Nice.
So there you go. It was a lot of fun, a lot of weird stuff.
Sounds like my jam. I just need to get around to watching it.
Yeah, Steven Schleicher had nothing but good things to say about it. I
loved it. And I started a movie. I haven't finished it. It's not in the tone of what, the holidays. It's more Halloween. It's on HBO Max. I'm not going to recommend it because I haven't finished it.
Oh.
But it's The Dead Don't Die. Have you seen this? With Bill Murray. I started. It has Bill Murray. It has Emo Skywalker.
Emo Skywalker.
Yes. Kylo Ren, Adam Driver. Yes.
Oh, I wanted to see this.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Is this good?
I was enjoying it, but then the kids and I had to stop, so I haven't gotten back to it. But I'm enjoying it. It's
Look
weird.
at this, and it's got this great cast: Tom
Huge
Waits,
cast.
Chloe Sevigny,
The cast is amazing.
Steve Buscemi, Danny Glover,
Jim Jarmusch, who knows how to direct Bill Murray.
Yeah, I'm in, dude. I didn't know this was out yet. I thought this was still like a thing that you couldn't get, but I'm all.
It was one of the movies that I was like, I gotta keep my eye on that, or else I'm gonna forget about it. And then I was looking on HBO Max, I'm like, oh, they have it. So yeah,
right.
Cool.
Does he finish?
So I
what
haven't
his grandpa
finished
started?
it, but what?
Nothing. I was gonna make a really bad Adam Driver impression, but go ahead, continue on.
Did you see Adam Driver on the last show of the season on John Oliver?
No, what did he do?
Yes, because John Oliver has this thing where
a running joke with Adam Driver.
A running joke where he dreams about Adam Driver. Says, "Oh, you know, hug me with those big sinewy arms, those emo arms."
It was really, really good. The last episode of This Week Tonight. Is it this week? I don't even know.
Last week.
Last week tonight.
The John Oliver Show is how I know.
Yes. Yeah, good
John
enough.
Oliver Show.
Yesterday to forever. Right.
It's great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that is my favorite. Kind of my favorite news show.
And also,
it's
my favorite.
Finale.
It's my favorite one that has to do they've all been forced to like have no audiences and do stuff in that weird way. It's the only one that I can still watch and not feel cringy about. There's something about audiences that are, when they go missing, it really bums me out. But Oliver's thing doesn't do that. It's something about his delivery
leans
and timing.
into it. He says, "It's John Oliver once again coming to you from this white void that's like the inside of an egg."
Yeah.
Well, and he brings it around on the last show too.
Yes, he
so
does.
It's really, really.
You find out
awesome
where he's
at.
Like, it's not that those other guys aren't funny. I don't know. There's something about him. He knows how to handle this better than they do, I think.
He does.
But
yeah.
Anyway.
I loved it. And the Adam Driver bit that they do is hilarious. I highly recommend it.
All right.
So what I did watch with a bunch of kids is this one. I'm going to give you the clip.
Okay.
Scrolling. Scrolling.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hopefully it's
there you go.
Of a reasonable volume. Let's see if I can click it. Here we go. Found it. Playing.
Previously on Mundo del Amor.
What is this?
One-eyed orphan Alejandro is thrown out of the orphanage for being different.
They threw him
him out too. I know exactly how that feels.
Rejected by all, Alejandro lives alone in the streets of Tijuana until one day he becomes a man.
Oh, man. Whoa!
Okay, I recognize.
Wow.
You recognize the voice?
Yeah, that's it's, I can't think of his name all of a sudden.
Wow.
Antonio Banderas.
Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So, what is that? That's not Cars. It's something else.
No, this is it probably was like direct to DVD, but it's a Thanksgiving movie called Freebirds.
Okay.
And you can watch it streaming for free on Tubi. You can also find it on YouTube. It's all over the place. It's just Owen Wilson plays a turkey who's too smart, I guess. I don't know. But so I set up this movie for Mateo and his friends to watch, and the beginning scene, Owen Wilson, his character is trying to warn the other turkeys that they're going to be eaten for Thanksgiving. Okay. And Mateo's like, I'm not eating turkey now. Oh, Woody Harrelson's in it too.
Yeah.
And it's a time traveling turkey movie. So there you go.
All right.
Perfect.
What
more could you ask for?
Yeah, I'm all right with this. It sounds okay.
It's lighthearted. It's silly. I mean, it's whatever. It's a cute little Thanksgiving movie. There's not a lot of Thanksgiving movies.
That's a crazy
The only one I
cast,
can think
though.
of is
Look at this cast, Brian. Owen Wilson, Woody Harrelson, Amy Poehler, George Takei, Cole Meany, Keith David, Dan Fogler. This is a big cast. Yeah. Dana Carvey. What's he doing in there? Oh, Danny Carvey. I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, now that I look, it's Doan Wilson. Oh
yeah.
no, and it's
Doan Wilson.
Doan Wilson. He doesn't say wow. He says whoa.
He says mom.
Yeah, mom.
Mom.
All right. Well, it sounds nice and dumb. Where is this again?
Yeah.
Streaming?
It's you can watch it for free on Tubi. You ever check out Tubi?
Mm-hmm.
Tubi.
Yeah, occasionally.
Tubi. Tubi.
I actually found it.
Big fan of Tubi.
This is the director, by the way, who did Robots and Horton Hears a Who. He's actually got a decent resume.
I really like Robots.
Yeah. He was in the animation department for Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., Toy Story 2. So he worked a ton over there at Pixar and then took off and did his own thing. That's cool. Well done. Oh, he did Jonah Hex. Don't hold that against him. That's a piece of shit.
Oh, that was a terrible.
Yeah, that's a bad movie. Yeah, real bad. Could have been great.
Yeah.
It's terrible. That was 10 years ago. Holy crap. Anyway.
Well, I found the movie because I was looking for a movie that I could stream free to kids and do all that. And it was through that service that I talked about last time, Cast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, right.
Cast.gg. I'm actually going to do a Thanksgiving dinner with my mom, and she's going to join my room. And we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner together in my little cast room.
That's lovely.
So,
I was going to ask you. I mean, obviously, you guys, it's just you this year. But doesn't Mark's mom live real close? Or
yeah. So I mean, she is part of our unit. So she lives alone. So she works with us, and she'll be here. So.
Yeah. So you've got let's see. There's 4 of you plus her. That's 5. So you have the SF.
Isn't Mark's brother?
Oh, Mark's brother.
No, he lives in England.
Oh.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he walked around behind you and stuff all the time.
Oh no, that was my brother.
He's your brother. Oh.
That's my brother. He's back in Missouri.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he went back to Missouri.
Brian and I had that all wrong. We had that
I
totally
totally did. Yeah.
No.
We don't.
And my mom's in Arizona, so my brother's in Missouri. My mom's in Arizona, and we're here.
All right.
Gotcha.
I'm just going to use Cast I just made a private little room, and I invited everybody to it, and whatever.
That's awesome.
We'll see what happens.
No, that's cool. You should see how that works. I was thinking we were trying to think of some stuff like that for some Zoom call crap with my extended family.
Yeah, because Zoom is lifting the 40-minute thing.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yep.
They should. They're making a lot of money right now. They'll be fine. They don't need to.
After we're going to have a nice 2-hour session where I try and get Tina's parents to use Zoom and try and teach them how to turn things on and show their camera and turn on their microphone.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep. And
that'll be my 2 hours after.
I was going to say, Brian, like normally it's football or it's, take a nap on the couch. But no, Brian's going to do tech support for old people.
Click
for 2
the
hours.
microphone icon. Microphone icon.
It's like Wesley Snipes in that episode of What We Do in the Shadows. All right. Well done, everybody. Nicole, of course, puts these on her list of recommendals that she puts up on Twitter. So follow her at Nicole Spag, and she'll do that. She's a good follow generally, but go do it. Yes.
Can I tell you the political historian that you should follow on Facebook?
Sure.
Her name is Heather Cox Richardson. She's wonderful. She does
Richardson.
a daily wrap up of what happened in history and what's going on. I love it. So
here she is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She got a big following on here. All right. I will. I'm not usually like a Facebook go follow people kind of person, but
yeah,
I'll do this. I'll follow her.
She does a thing every Tuesday where she goes live and talks about kind of what's going on versus contrasting what has happened in the past. And she just ties it together really nicely. I like solid history.
Yeah. Also, I dated a girl in high school named Heather Cox, for real. I knew a girl named Heather Cox. Not her. I was making sure here. This is definitely not her, but I thought he ended up with somebody named Richardson. Damn her. All right. Anyway, Nicole, awesome stuff. Go follow her. Nicole's Bag. Have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see
Happy
you later.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
You too, Nicole. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye now. All right, Brian.
Yes.
What a day. Internet outages and problems and issues. Nothing too bad, though. That brings us to the end of the show. I do want to say the following information is true, for sure. I'm on DTNS today. Okay, so that'll happen. Then Brian is doing Coverville before that even. At 1, right? 1 p.m.?
At 1, yep, exactly. So it'll be
there's-
perfect timing. You'll get an hour and a half or an hour and 15 minutes of Beatles covers, then flip over and listen to, oh, never mind, because I need to add a third set. I was going to say, God, it's under an hour, but that's because I accidentally deleted my playlist and I had to rebuild it from scratch. So I have 7 songs I need to re-add.
That
Because
sounds
I was
like
a dumbass.
pain in the ass. Well, anyway, that'll be today. And then after that ends... Well, actually, after that, I'm doing a bonus show with Tom, but then we record that on our own. Nobody sees that live. But then after that, at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, tonight is Core, and Core is going to be big. So stick around, watch that tonight. And another reminder that on Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, your chance to win a brand new gaming rig with a 3080 NVIDIA GTX card, the hottest, greatest, best, newest, for free. You could win this thing. There's no strings attached except you have to live in the U.S. That's the only string. Okay,
it's a small string for most people.
Small string. I mean, we have a lot of international listeners, I understand, but it's just the rules. Them's the rules, okay? Intel and DHS had to make the rules. They made them. So it's U.S. only, and that's at 7 p.m. at twitch.tv/frogpants, and a bunch of other prizes as well. So there's a chance you'll walk away with something. So come join me then. In the meantime,
before that on Friday, we're doing a Patreon play, or we're just basically doing a play date. We call it a Patreon play date, but it's a TMS play date. And 3 o'clock Mountain Time for a couple hours. Scott and I are going to play Jackbox with you.
That's right.
You audience people, you.
Yep, we may see someone pop in or two. We don't know yet.
Jury, who knows?
Possibly, yeah. We floated that. He didn't really respond, but we floated it.
He acted like it sounded interesting to him, but that could have just been placating us.
It's like babies when they smile. It's just gas.
Exactly. When Justin smiles, it's just gas.
Yeah, whenever you see Justin smile on his stream or otherwise, he's just farting. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're doing that. We're doing that at 3 p.m. on Friday. So just content after content after content, just mouthfuls of content. Oh, and the instance this weekend will be earlier than normal because Garrett's got a thing with his wife later. But big week for Warcraft, so be there for that. That'll be at 9 a.m. the TMS time on Friday. It'll be great. So anyway, patreon.com/TMS. If you're looking to support this show, it is how we keep it on the air. And I mean that literally. So if you are able to help, that's awesome. Patreon.com/TMS. Find out all the details there. And for everything else, frogpants.com/TMS. Let's play a song and go.
If we must, then fine.
We have to.
This one goes out to Dylan, who said, "Ahoy there, Scotch and Bourbon. Please feel free to play the song on any open date." Today just happens to be an open date. I think it's for an important cause, and I hope because it's Americana, it doesn't violate the no country rules. Not long ago, the great Justin Townes Earl passed, and his father is recording a cover album with all proceeds going to help the family with the costs. I think the more people who get to experience Justin's art, the better. Thanks for making TMS a bright spot in my day, and for so many others. Say Stafe and Peter Piper played the flute, or whatever that hilarious Jackie Chan sound clip says.
We got to play it.
Absolutely.
I love it so much. Always looking for an excuse to play this. All right, so this is Oh, where is he? Peter Piper. Something. Oh, Jackie Chan. Okay, here we go. This is so good. It's one of the greatest clips we ever captured. Here you go. Jackie Chan saying something about Peter Piper playing the flute.
Here's a Peter Piper playing the flute.
I just love it. It's an
oh shoot! You were
thing.
going to record TV's Travis. Yeah, you can't email it to me. I didn't even see it if you emailed it, so I'm apologizing for that. But you got to go to the frogpants.com/TMS and use the requests link that Scott has there. So
yeah, you got to use the machine that's provided for you. Go there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, TV's Travis. Let me know. Put the request in. Maybe I can get to it next week for you. How's that? Nice. So this is a cover of Justin Townes Earle's song Harlem River Blues, covered by Steve Earle, his dad, for the album JT, which is coming out next year, but this is an advanced track that you can hear right now. Here is Harlem River Blues by Steve Earle.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Who's the dick with ears?
Who's the dick with ears?